Hi everyone, this side Ratul. Welcome back to Unpolished Reflections by Ratul. I hope you all are doing well. Um, I had few things which I wanted to state and instigate about the things which is going on, and it is somewhere core in my heart, and I really wanted to speak about it. So this is the medium I chose, and यही वो जरिया है जिससे मैंने अपनाया है, क्योंकि लोग हर प्रतिदिन जज करते हैं आपको, तो क्यों ना मैं अपने आप को बयां करूँ. इस कारणवश मैंने ये बेसिकली मैंने यूट्यूब चैनल खोला है, जहाँ पे आप अपनी चीज़ें, आप अपनी जो भी चीज़ें हैं, जो भी आपको रिफ्लेक्ट करनी है, सेकेंडली जो भी आप हो अपने रियल लाइफ में, आप बयां कर सकते हो. सी, देर इज़ नो बडी इन दिस वर्ल्ड इज़ परफेक्ट, एंड आई बिलीव इन दैट. एंड इसी कारणवश मैंने आज का जो टॉपिक जो आज चूज़ किया है वो है यू आर नॉट लेट, यू आर बीइंग प्रिपेयर्ड. So, what does it means and what I wanted to convey from this entire journey of my life? I was always put in a question like, what are you gonna do next? And it's not just by my parents, it's not just by my teachers, it's just by to my own self. एंड कभी कभी ये ख्यालात अगर आपके अंदर भी आते हैं तो आपने सोचा होगा राइट कि व्हाट इट इज़ विच मेक्स यू थिंक सो मच, मतलब राइट, यू डोंट हैव आंसर्स. बट द बेस्ट पार्ट इज the delay it is happening, it's not the delay. So that's why you are not late, you're being prepared for the best. And certain times people do understand it by the later or sooner, but what I have learned from my experience I'm going to share with you. You guys can share your experience as well, write it down on the comments, let's have an interaction. I believe in one thing कि कोशिश करना मत छोड़ो. मैंने 2 वीडियो बनाए. पिछला हफ्ता मेरे लिए बहुत नया था, बहुत कुछ चीज़ें नई आ गई हैं लाइफ में, तो थोड़ी चीज़ों को अडाप्ट करने में मैंने शायद वीडियोस नहीं बनाए. बट दिस वीडियो यू आर गेटिंग ऑन अ ट्यूसडे एंड यू आर वेरी लकी. व्हाई आई वुड से यू दैट ट्यूसडे इज़ माई स्पेशल डेज. आई बिलीव ट्यूसडे इज़ अ डे where you are being the most protected. You are most protected. As I believe in spirituality, Lord Hanuman is always there with you, and not just on Tuesdays but every days. So Tuesday is a day where you actually can reborn and you can start simple. And when I mean simple is something by reading. For example, if you are into spirituality and if you are into Hinduism, one can start reading Hanuman Chalisa for the period of 11 days, and you can see how does it reflects on you, because it really has. When actually I started, when I am a Bengali guy, but I was a hardcore non-veg lover, but there was something which changed while I was working in Gurgaon. There was a time period. I still remember I had an Australian shift, due to which I used to wake up early in the morning around 3:30 or 4 a.m. And then I used to visit a temple which was a Hanuman temple. It shifted me pragmatically. So the shifted me to become a vegetarian. It shifted me to preach into spirituality. It pitched me to dive into the spiritual part of me. Spiritual doesn't mean that you're preaching any particular god, and I'm not one to say that to you. What actual spirituality means to me is you believe in something. It can be an object, it can be a god, it can be a person, it can be a parents, it can be a book. Spirituality lies with its own example. Spirituality comes from within you. So over here, for me, spirituality is a form of a god. Yes, for me it is, but it differs from person to person. So there is a segregation of things, and I do not want to push anyone to say that you are confined to spirituality if you need to do this, that, or however it is, because it's your choice. That's the reason this is the entire journey I have started, that you are not late, you're being prepared. And that's what I was being prepared for this journey, for where I am right now. I'll be very honest, I was very naive and I was very gullible to things, and things used to happen it accordingly. But one thing really made me stuck. The best thing is sometimes is to keep yourself calm and to believe in what is going to happen for you. Just do the hard work. Yes, so there are a lot of questions. Certain times, people ask like, how will it work? How it's going to happen? You just need to note it down. It's very simple. People used to write down on a paper in previous ages, but what we are forgetting from all the social media, or if I talk about the mobile phones, as making it so much addicted that we love to type. And it's not just you, it's about me as well. See, I'm not going to define that I'm being okay, not being tech savvy, I'm just being writing on the papers. No, it's not that. But yeah, I love to write on a paper. Why? A, it makes me feel really, really amazing to write and see my handwriting. End of the day, I love my handwriting. B, it's about when you write, you're fixing your goals to it. C, you make step by steps. So when you start thinking about it, your mind aligns, your nerves work. So whenever you put down on a paper or a pencil, and when you put down it on a note of paper, paper is made of again of wood. So now this is what it goes. Your nerves is going to make it happen. Write it down your everyday journey. I started with small one page. I started with one simple line, and it gradually increased. See, it doesn't happen in a one quick span of time. And this is the transition which has been going forward. And it's to dwell yourself into something which makes you a futuristic for your own self, because you don't need to please anybody, and there's nobody else who can be pleased. And the best part is, you are not late. You're just being prepared for the time. For an instance, if you are planning to make a soup, just an example. So first what you need to do is, you need to, for example, if you're making a tomato soup, that's just an example, right? You need to boil the tomatoes along with ginger, garlic, or black peppercorns. You need to put it out. You need to start the preparation of a misa. You need to cut it, then you need to put in a cooker or whatever vessel you want to put in. Then you need to make it, you know, as much as that it's good for you to bind it through a grinder. Then you again needed to, sieve it. And then again you need to put some salt or butter, whatever it's it. So there is a process, and that's how the life works. So each and every action which you're doing is going to build you. So mark my words, your actions are being recorded. And I'm not saying that Almighty is being there to record it. You yourself know about it. See, whenever there is a thing which you have done, either it is bad or a good, you always remember in your heart. If it's a good thing, it praises, and you're gonna praise yourself like a tap. You did good. And when you did something wrong, you're just gonna put yourself out in the air like, you know what, I guess I have done something wrong in the past. Now is the time you need to reflect on it. And that's why this entire Unpolished Reflections by Ratul is about it. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in me, then trust me, you should start writing it out. And write it, and do not tell anybody, because sometimes it's in the air. Whatever you're writing, it should be just to your own self, and that's the beauty about it. So you are lucky. Let me tell you, you're not late. You are lucky. You are being prepared, and the world is coming, because it's an abundant world. I am reiterating from my previous videos that this is an abundance of world. If you go to a market where there's a gold shop, there's this much of gold you can get, but there's abundance of gold in the air on this entire earth. You can dig it up. If you're lucky enough, you'll find the gold. Now it matters, what is gold to you? Is it a material, is it a person, or it's the heart? The question yourself that why you think you are being late. Are you taking the actions to what you are visualizing? Because visualization is a very important aspect. If I do visualize myself into becoming what I want, I need to start practicing to work on force. And it's just not me, it's for everybody. But we live in a worldly pleasure. And if I use the word worldly pleasure, the worldly pleasure means is a stimuli which makes you feel that yes, you have achieved it, but there's a lot to come over. And then your procrastination kicks you in your butt. Yeah. No wonder I felt at back that I'm not confident enough to make videos. I thought that I don't have the strength, or what people would say. But rather than I realized, if I don't start, there would be nothing. Because and yeah, and I'm just letting you know is that and written unpolished things are far better than an empty book. Mark my words. If you write down your life, you will achieve it. If you don't write down it on the blank paper, you won't achieve it. Bitter, but it's truth. So if you want to achieve something, start writing, because you are not late. You're being prepared. Take baby steps. And I'm saying baby steps is because I have seen people who used to work like twice of jobs, working in a night shift, working in a morning shift, and that's what they have achieved things in their life. Everybody has their own struggles, and everybody has their own problems, but everybody do overcome. Because if you're gifted with everything in your life, how would you actually learn what life is? If somebody is gifted with wealth, then they are not being gifted with health. If somebody is gifted with health, they are not gifted with wealth. If somebody is gifted with beauty, they are not gifted with wealth, or xyz reasons. And you know what, this keeps people mind, and that's the thing which again provokes people to procrastinate. Yes, I'll get that, do that, but are you actually noting it down? Are actually preparing your mind? Because I told you, it's the actions. Once you start writing it on a paper and you start putting a tick, yes, I have done it, you feel great. And I'm letting you know, when you could do this tap, no, you have done it. And I feel that from the core of your heart, you're gonna smile. I'm telling you, this is the beauty of life. You are never late, you are being prepared. So I'll just put it down with a few words. रास्ते चाहे जैसे भी हो, रास्ते चाहे जैसे भी हो, उन मंजिल को पाने के लिए तुम एक कदम बढ़ाओ. उन मंजिल को पाने के लिए तुम एक कदम तो बढ़ाओ. ये सिराही से जो लिखी है तुमने खत, ये सिराही से जो लिखी है तुमने खत, हर कदम में तुम्हारे गले चूमेगी, हर कदम पे तुम्हारे गले चूमेगी, और ऊंचाइयों को ला पहुँचेगी, और ऊंचाइयों को जा पहुँचेगी. तो एक कदम बढ़ाया जाओ और कलम की हथेली पे लिखते जाओ, और हर एक चीज़ मुमकिन है, क्योंकि तुम देरी से नहीं हो, तुम एकदम सही समय पे हो. That's all for this day, and I'm sure this Tuesday is going to be lucky for you. Believe in yourself. Take a deep breath in. Yes, you got it. And that's what I mean. You got it. So smile and wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye.